Westuhan min Freyon and welcome to yet another video. We always have to be honest with ourselves, my friends, and that is what European law stands for. And if you have been following my channel for quite some time, you know that. And that should be applied to everybody, to the shills on the internet that have been bought by tchotchkes and goodie bags and trip to Oxford. And we are, of course, talking about the Rings of Power here, right? This is just the current thing. And that's actually the point of this video. The Rings of Power is going to be, and mark my words, the next current thing. And it has already started. Because the same way we are applying this to the shills who are all over the Rings of Power and the fact that it's going to be so awesome because we've spoken to the showrunners, well, so it should be applied to everybody else, even those people who are not satisfied with it and complaining about it, including myself. But I have been talking about The Lord of the Rings since, already since my previous channel that I had a couple of years ago, and it's still up. But I focused on various things on that channel because I'm a fan of many things, not only fantasy, but also science fiction, and not only books, by which I mean novels, but also the comic book medium. I'm a huge comic book aficionado, especially of the 80s and 90s comic books. I enjoy American superhero comic books, not the contemporary, of course. But I was making Lord of the Rings videos years ago. And there are people, of course, now that are starting to posts about Tolkien and the fact that, oh, they are not respecting the law and they are uploading videos and I'm not going to be naming anybody. Just go, do a little research. This will be a homework assigned to you by European law. Go to the internet, to any social media that you are a part of, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, TikToks, never mind. And you will see that channels or people who have never ever in their lives, in the history of their channels or their accounts, they have never mentioned Tolkien. They are suddenly all about Tolkien, and they are even mentioning things that have been known for a long time about the Rings of Power, and they are presenting them as if they were news. Or they might rephrase a rumor and present the rumor as if it was something new, and hope for a little bit of clout, for a retweet, or for a mention by one of the media outlets, which of course are also a part of this. I have been following and reading some news outlets and websites that I am also using for research for the content through my videos, and news outlets that have never really, or that have only sparsely and rarely mentioned Tolkien, The Lord of the Rings, or The Rings of Power, are suddenly now starting to publish articles about the Rings of Power every day. So that, let's say, there is an interview with the showrunners, one interview, and they take one line from that interview and write an entire article about it. And the next day, they take another sentence from that very same interview, and they make another article about it the next day. Now, nothing against that. I have been doing YouTube seriously for, well, not that long, actually. I consider my YouTube channel to be really serious, only this one, the European law. The one that I was doing previously was just, it was out of fun. And I consider this one to be serious because precisely the purpose of this channel is to protect the law, is to protect Professor Tolkien, is to spread the love for the professor, to share the truth into the world, to make recommendation videos. I have stated many times before that I refuse to do the videos of the kind 5 things that you might not know about Morgoth, 17 things that you have not heard before about Frodo Baggins, 328 things about Gandalf that will make you go, what? Alright, if you want to know these things, just go and read the books. And if you don't have the time to read the books, go watch another channel. A different channel that specifically focuses on reading the books, summarizing a couple of facts and factoids, maybe even collecting a couple of trivia pieces from Wikipedia, putting them together, making a collage of pictures, and putting some music in the background, and then narrating with a very serious voice. Gandalf is actually Ororin, who was created by Eru Ilúvatar at the beginning of the time. He was one of the Maiar, one of the most powerful beings in the history of Arda. He was one of the spirits, almost angelic characters at the beginning of times, and is really one of the captains of the Valar. Yada yada yada. We all know that, we who read the books, but you know, this channel is not about that. You know, I'm a clown. I am, I am, but I also take something seriously, and I am very, very much for being, well, no, I mean, I'm for equality. That's what I wanted to say. I am for a complete and absolute equality, which means that if I'm honest about, let's say, the shills on the internet, those, you know, who are pro Rings of Power, it's going to be like the United States of America. I'm pro Rings of Power, or I'm pro Tolkien. Jesus, that's glorious. Spread it, people, spread it. European law just came up with a meme. Somebody make a meme and mention me. Like, you know, I am pro Tolkien or I am pro Rings of Power. I'm not going to make memes. I don't do that. But what I wanted to say is that if I am honest about the shills, I will be honest about everybody else. And of course, I wanted to say originally, I understand this. Of course, I do understand this. I do understand that a channel that has never mentioned Tolkien in the history of that particular said channel is now going to be making videos about the Rings of Power every day. Do you know why? Because it's the current thing. It's very now. It's very popular. It's very modern. It's very topical, which means that it will get more views. Understandably, quite understandably. But please do understand the fact that it's the same case as it was with the JD versus, you know, Amber Heard and, you know, Johnny Depp case. People were making videos about that a lot while it was lasting, and there were channels who had never mentioned these two people before, and suddenly when the thing started, they made videos about it every day. They covered the case every day. They got thousands and millions of views, and they made a lot of money, which good for them, of course. I'm a YouTuber. I can understand the joy of getting more and more subscribers and views and so on and so forth. But please do understand that for these channels, it's just a temporary thing. Now, if I started making videos suddenly about American politics, me with a little bit over 5,000 subscribers, and if I was able to make these videos in a very entertaining way, and I would get like 5,000 more subscribers just based on those political videos, because people would agree with my takes and opinions, and just FYI, no, I don't care about American politics. I'm not ever going to be making that. But if I did that for a month and then I stopped, do you think that those new viewers, those new subscribers, those 5,000 new subscribers that I would get would keep watching my videos about the Lord of the Rings, about fantasy, about the Rings of Power? No, because they don't care about that. They would come to my channel for the politics. So, that being said, do go into the internet, do your research, and come back and let me know, but only when you do the proper research. Let me know in the comments down below if you have also observed this, if you have noticed this fact. The Rings of Power is the new current thing that is making a lot of people talk about it, to get clout, to get attention. Because I'm very much interested in if it's only my thinking or if it's really the case. Alright, let me know in the comments down below what you think, and that'll be all. Thank you very much for watching. See you at the next video, and I'm out of here.